Hey everybody, before we begin, I'd like to remind you with a public service announcement that Gen 2 is not the most balanced metagame. Having said that, welcome back to Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Now we gotta figure out what the hell we're gonna do now. I think we pretty much spent this part getting rumors and shit. Which is, Yukino brings up a very good point, and it's a deadly foreshadowing. Shouldn't there be a lot more members? Yes, there should be. Either they're that secretive, or we're fucking missing something.
Yeah, I do believe this part is it's going to be relatively slow in terms of action. We're just building up for the next couple of instances that Matt has planned out. So you're visiting rumor mongers, essentially.
Yes, this is now you can get rumors about Tony's shop.
Tony's shop?
Yeah,
what about Tony's shop?
You remember the guy who speaks like this?
Yeah. No, but what
No,
about,
not like this,
what
more
about
like
his
skirt.
shop, though? What's
We're
the
gonna
rumor?
it's basically the same as the other rep and rumor shops. Basically, his shit's good, his shit's cheap, his shit's average.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, this is a new thing going on here. Lisa there apparently is now a member of Muses,
Yeah.
and apparently Lisa's gonna be in a debut soon. So we got to figure out what the fuck that's about.
A debut?
A debut for pop culture.
Oh.
Pop music.
Something called pop culture.
She's a meme. And meanwhile, now it's time for me to boost up my personas. Here's basically him explaining the fusion mutations of the transformation variety. Some will take increasement of basic stats, or some will actually become new forms. This is how you get all the minor arcana persona. They always return to rank 1, but you're not going to miss it.
Well, it's because it's technically a new persona.
Right.
So,
Here she becomes Budai.
but you're not ready yet.
No, I'm not going to do it. I need Pixie. But here's also the other thing, too. Right, you also, I think I explained it earlier. As soon as you're able to do that, you're going to want to make up Poltergeist. Poltergeist on its own is a whatever persona. Actually, there's 2 uses to Poltergeist, admittedly. One I'm not going to bother with for this run.
I never heard of that arcana. Whatever.
No. Poltergeist has 2 uses. One is if you keep him in the back stock of your... There's a chance whenever you mutate a persona, like a 1 in 8 shot, it'll mutate into a dud. If it mutates into a dud, you get a level 2 Poltergeist. Having a Poltergeist stock in your backlog prevents it from mutating into that dud. Secondly, if you rank up all 4 Devil Persona to rank 8 and combine their last tier spells into a fusion spell, it'll be a unique fusion spell called the Great War of 16, where basically it's 16 consecutive hits to your enemies. Problem is, to get all 4 Devil Persona, that also includes the level 94 Lucifer, and you're done this game by the time you reach level 50.
So bragging rights.
Bragging rights. Overkill, really.
I was gonna say you're essentially combining what is basically this game's Knights of the Round.
Right.
But you really don't need it.
Oh, exactly.
Are there super bosses in this game?
No.
Not even something close to the definition, optional, harder than the end final boss sort of thing?
No, the final boss is a pretty good challenge on its own right.
Yeah.
So I go for Chimera, I believe. I try to make sure I got the right spells I want for it. I don't, I really wish I had the Earth spell for this, but I do with the Wind. As I said before, actually, no, I'm right. Fire to Wind, Water to Earth is usually the way to go about it. Later in the game, you're going to want to make the exceptions. But for now, I like what I got. Chimera here is an excellent replacement for Pixie. I know one thing I like about this as opposed to Eternal Punishment, though Eternal Punishment is not terrible at it. Every persona, whenever you summon them, has like a unique line referencing to their own mythologies.
I brought the dip.
The dip. I want to make Parika up too, because Parika is an excellent wind persona. I don't bother with Kinik Kakmo though, because the weaknesses are just too much for me, and I don't get enough out of it to really justify the usage.
The highest compatibility is great,
Yeah,
and the worst is bad.
absolutely.
Okay.
No, actually, the worst is not usable.
The worst is disgusting.
See that right there, the gray?
Yeah.
That's what it means by not usable.
Okay. So just not compatible entirely.
Right. Now I put the basic ones back in the back for now, but that doesn't mean get rid of them. Do not get in there's Innocent Sin. Do not get rid of your starters. Do not get rid of your starters
Yeah,
at
I
all.
think you probably went into this earlier, but it's
They'll become prime persona if you make correct choices throughout the game, and then you get the modification for them. If you get rid of them early, tough shit, you're out of them. Now I think, do I actually make Budai out of Pixie? Or no?
See, would you view that as like a sucker punch in some way?
Oh, believe you. Here's the thing. I'm not going to lie to you. Eternal Punishment and Innocent Sin have their own degree of sucker punches.
Yeah.
I got sucker. You get sucker punch harder in Eternal Punishment, but the thing about their secrets is that once you know they're there, it's easy to find.
Yeah, well, of course you know it's there because you know it's there.
Like I said, with Eternal Punishment, you should have seen how much shit I missed on my first run of Eternal Punishment. It was fucking disgusting.
Yeah. It's just that, and it kind of bothers me because I remember in Final Fantasy IX, that's how I missed out on Save the Queen synthesis because I didn't have the Javelin.
Right.
Like a disc 1 item.
Oh, dude, you want to know something that's worse? I was saying this earlier.
Yeah.
I meant to say this earlier. Remember remember back in the bomb shelter I was talking about the map making quest?
Yes.
Salam's prizes for completing each map is the equivalent of Chocobo hot and cold prizes. I.e., you better fucking do them, you dumbass.
I remember the first time I Chocobo hot and cold. I didn't do that till like disc 4.
I didn't do it at all. For 2 run-throughs. Then in my 3rd run-through, I said, what the fuck, I'll take a stab at it. And then by the time I was like, oh,
why didn't I do this earlier? I'm missing out on Maximilian.
I make up magician cards here. I could have gotten these from Empuzis, but I was like not thinking at the time. I need Tengu for Maya. Give him an Aqua's card, and then I give Chimera to. I then give Chimera to. Oh no! Do I give him fire or do I give him water? Oh, I give him fire.
So he's making these dramatic brush strokes and turns the canvas around his tic-tac-toe.
Right. Thank you, Lord Kazuma.
He loves tic-tac-toe.
Right. He starts with tic-tac-toe, then he designs Michael.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: I make Tengu for Maya, and I switch Chimera onto Lisa because Lisa needs a better option right now, and I need to make up the Hermit persona. I make her up later. By the time I do that though, the Hermit persona is gonna wear out her use. But I'm also making it for the Meow Claw, and here I'm like son of a bitch. There we go. I put Pixie on the side though because it's nice to have cheap healing. I think I said it before. Something a lot of players like to do late game is make a Pixie late game and just put the Meteor spell card on her. Since what you pay for your spell cost isn't by the means of the spell, but rather the persona casting it, you get free full heals for 2 SP. Back to Ranger Die.
Now, as someone you've pretty much come up with the entire series up until 5.
Up through 5.
Up through 5. Well, that's what I meant. What would you say to newbies of the series who are maybe interested in visiting the entire chronology? What's the hardest challenge from transitioning from the newer games to the older games in the series?
No social links.
No social links?
Yeah. Well,
that's more of a 3 thing, right?
That's the 3, 4, and 5 thing.
But okay.
In this game, it's just basically these games are to be treated more as your traditional RPG dungeon crawlers rather than your Personas 3s and 4s and 5s. So it's just a mindset you need to have. Holy shit, Ikichi just went spinning like a chump. It seems that somebody's spreading a rumor about Lisa becoming a pop idol. And with all those posters around there, the rumor gained traction.
She's a spitting image of Maria, the opera singer.
Is she?
No.
Obviously some shit. That I am the one? No, damn it, stop with the Dracula shit. Fuck. Sing as far as Lisa. Hey, yeah, I'm the one that you wanted. Why do you keep going to Rob Zombie? Stop that. Now Lisa herself, because of the expectations thrusted on her, she can't dispel the rumor. Plus, it's too much public knowledge. Lisa doesn't quite have the gumption to dispel the rumor. I didn't think she was that kind of girl. Giggity. And that there is when the Shadow Man is getting weaker on our plane of reality.
I notice the shade of the character just gets darker and darker too, to the point where they just become basically a silhouette.
Right. And then the worst part of it.
Poof. Well, I thought they just incinerate.
No. They just go bye-bye.
Just fall. Crumble to ashes.
They return to the darkness. Or they return to the
Giggity.
shadows. Giggity.
Giggity.
So basically, now that we're getting rumors for basically the Yamazaki district about their wares. Of course, as I said before and said again, there's no point in spending the cheaper or the average price shit. Just go for the top quality shit.
Would there be any reason to do the cheap option?
Yeah, you're dumb.
Or maybe if you got hit with too many hula misfortunes.
Oh, fuck you. Trust me, even because the cheaper shit will end up being weaker than what you got on now. The average shit makes you feel like you're missing out, and the expensive shit is the good stuff. Time to talk to Chunky. Or Toro. That's really what his name was.
Hey, remember, Hazzy, you're a dick. You keep talking to me a Chunky. Fuck you, I'm Toro.
Sure thing, Chunky.
Yeah.
And then Tatsuya walks down the street, starts getting mean glares from already. He's like, who spread the fucking rumor? I can't say I ever got along with the Yasuo, but King Leo drew the line with burning him alive. What were you going to do? Pants him.
That'll show him.
Yeah, put him out of his misery quick instead of letting him live with the shame. Good for you. Meanwhile, I decided to get something to eat. I think I get something to eat. Yeah, look at that. That's my fucking money. Come on, you son of a bitch.
Oh, holy shit.
What?
Wow, that sound effect. That reminds me so much of Lufia on the Super Nintendo. Oh, man. See, I would like to do that for the channel, but that game is pretty basic. Like, it's another Dragon Quest clone, essentially.
Basic ain't bad.
No, basic's not bad, but it's like, as a commentary, though, how far can you drag that out? You know, at the very least with, like, Persona games or later RPGs, which are more intricate with the story, you know, there's always something to talk about, either game-wise or plot-wise.
And even then, let's face it, we can have a really good discussion about talking toilets.
Damn right. Only in Persona.
Exactly.
And Majora's Mask. But
where else can you be killed by evil hula dancing toilets?
You know, but if, like, one day down the road, we do the first Dragon Quest on the NES. It's like, yeah, look at those trees. That's a nice river. Here comes the 86 slime again.
And I got killed.
Yeah.
So basically, this is a weird flag here to progress on. Once you go see that scene in Hamaru Park, you have to come here. Talk to her about Konan District. And then you're able to come here and progress with the next part of your plot.
So you have to talk to her.
And it opens up the Konan District.
No, but you talked to her earlier, though, and I did not open the Konan District earlier. Yeah.
After you go to Hamaru Park,
yeah,
you'll be told by the rumor monger there to ask around for other rumor mongers about ideas.
And then it's her that you have to talk to again.
Well, that's what you find out and discover through your own detective work.
Yeah, definitely a nickel.
This is a story that's not an eternal punishment, much to my sadness.
Does something happen to it between games?
It's just not there.
Just no.
A British clothing store in
disappeared.
A British clothing store in this game. I love the music here too. It's a very lovely piece.
A London clothier.
Right. I'd love to get a real London suit, except they're fucking expensive.
Now, what do you mean, like a London
British suit? British suit makers have like a much more intricate have a way different style than Americans do it as well. But like I said, they're known for top quality suits.
There's got to be an English tailor somewhere around here.
Oh, there totally is, and I don't want to pay those prices.
Casual.
That's why I go right for fucking Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah, well, they're not bad though.
This is a $70 knockoff of a $1,500 rep of a suit, so I saved money and I get to eat 2 weeks. How about you?
I got a suit.
Plus, this dude's wearing a kilt. In Hodo, the finest traditions of England. That's a unique suit you can get early on if you wish. It's men only. It costs you 150 fucking thousand, but it boosts your luck up by 10, which is helpful for mutations.
Is the 30 defense insignificant in any way?
Not really, but here's the thing. It also becomes part and parcel of a outfit you can customize later on.
Oh, so you can customize it. So like what? Just like rip an arm sleeve out and replace it with like a gun?
No, you get a kilt added on.
Oh, okay.
And then Tatsuya can go for the optimal war paint, and he just becomes a fucking badass in battle. It reflects in your sprite, too. I totally lied to you about all of that, but at the same time, it's easy to believe in a game like this.
We spread enough rumors. The Sumaru Genie. Were we here earlier?
Sumaru, but yeah. No, we weren't here earlier. Now, the Sumaru Genie is a genie that's fortunes have fallen on hard times, so she now becomes a Wang Long fortune teller.
Egyptian?
Yeah, she's Egyptian.
Yeah.
Allegedly, now this is something I don't know of. Apparently she's trans.
You mentioned that earlier, I believe. You say the game at one point is pretty progressive at one point with a straight up trans character.
Like, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what they said. That's what I heard about it. That now, whether or not that's actually true, I don't fully
Maybe
know.
it was lost in translation.
Perhaps. Basically, she'll tell you fortunes that'll affect your battle performances. I'm not going to cut the shit with you here. 2/3 of these suck. The ones you're going to want are the ones that have your experience but double your money. The yellow dragon, which increases your mutation rank. Or I'm trying to think of the third one. There's a third one some use, but I don't, which basically improves your chances of negotiation. That allows you to here we go. This is one right here. I get lucky. I get basically double the money, half the experience. Now the fortunes last for a little bit though, so don't worry about that much.
How long are we talking?
If I want to guess,
Ballpark
maybe
figure. Yeah.
45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
She's also a rumor monger in this game. Now the thing is the third fortune I try to go for is one that helps. Well, actually no, I'm lying. I only go for the two. The luck up and the money dragon are the only two I want. The rest of them are just like either you can hear rare victory quotes after battle, yay. You can have worse luck with negotiations. You could double your experience at the cost of winning half the money. Or you can also, I forget the other one. But ultimately, I just go for the black dragon or the gold dragon. And here we meet somebody new. This is Kat's. How's that phone, by the way?
I was confirming. Yeah, Sumeru Genie eventually admits that she is actually a transgender clubber who pretended to tell fortunes and eventually got stuck telling real fortunes due to the power of rumors.
Whoops! Anyway, Silver Suit here is Katsuya Suo. He's a party member in Eternal Punishment. In Eternal Punishment, he's a brother who's forced to take on too much responsibilities because his father was shamed from the police force. In Eternal Punishment, he's a tragically well-written character, absolutely adorable, and honestly kind of funny in a way. Here, he's a dick because we're seeing him through Tatsuya's point of view. And now we're gonna get to the Bureau monster rumor. Come on, kid, out with it.
What did you see?
You won't believe me if I told you it was a fucking...
I fought a toilet.
Yeah, right?
It stole half my shit.
You have to talk to him a few times. It's the dresser hag at the abandoned factory. The abandoned factory in this game serves the point of the ruins, as the ruins did in the Persona 1, in which it's basically a place you can go find older demons, or weaker demons now at this point, but you can also use that to your advantage because sometimes young, weaker demons will drop the better items, like the Aquez card from the level 10 Aranus.
But after a while, you won't encounter them anymore in their place of origin, so you go to the abandoned factory?
Yeah. You can't go back to
pretty
certain
much
dungeons.
this game's Velt.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we're at Maya's place.
Turn the lights on.
She has no lights.
Yeah. Rumor has it she doesn't actually pay the electric bill. No.
Wow.
Holy fuck. That couch is gaudy as shit.
Ain't it? Ta-da! Aren't you exaggerating a little? Yeah, Maya lives like a slob.
Yeah. There's newspaper clippings all over the floor. Well, she's a reporter, right?
Yeah, she is. She's a reporter. She lives with her roommate, who's also one of our party members in Eternal Punishment, Ulala Sarazawa.
Look at the size of that fucking boombox.
Yes, that serves a purpose.
Yeah. Stereo sound system.
Serves a purpose. In the game, you can visit an area called the CD. Well, actually, in Eternal Punishment, I know that much. I'm not sure if it does that in this game here, too. You can buy music CDs and then listen to the game soundtrack through that. But
okay.
I don't know if it's in this game, considering the you can just do that just by going to the main menu. If you look on in the floor there's actually a PlayStation 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's hard to make out in the earlier days.
They make it a giant PSP in the remake.
Well, like how Pokemon does it?
Yeah.
I got a Nintendo Switch in 1990. I'm living in the future. You're gaming in 1990. I'm gaming in 2090.
Gen 2's metagame sucks.
Still does?
Why did you say that? He just ran out the house.
Man, Circle. I never heard of them. Fuck. Now we get basically sent on a circle jerk quest. Now we gotta go find each and every room monger in the
actual
game.
circle jerk.
Well, sort of, yeah. Each of the rumor mongers jerk you off, so now you got to figure out which one's gonna have the right rumor.
I'm gonna jerk them back. Comes full circle, jerk.
The masked circle jerk.
My favorite of the Lucha Libre wrestlers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I'm now debating among myself here. Should I get some items to stock up on for the next dungeon? Then I realize I'm actually checking the guy because I'm like, what the fuck
Well, me
happens here?
personally, unless it's a game that I know front to back, and I know how the inner machinations work like the back of my hand, I always stock up before going to a dungeon. So,
Oh, I stock up before dungeons anyway. It's good practice.
yeah.
Because the last thing I need to do is go through the dungeon 78 times. Through a game I played through 78 times before and stock up on poison cures for the enemies with the paralysis.
Nah, that would never happen.
I then had to think for a second, which one was this businessman? I was like, oh yeah, Chunky. Tora.
So where am I? What am I doing here?
Ta-da! Interesting that the rumor mongers don't know shit. So now we got to go back to Peace Diner and find out about the organization. Why did I go here? Oh, that's right. I'm spreading the Bukimi rumor.
Dresser hag rumor.
Oh, right. That's right.
You already fought Bikini.
I already fought the toilets.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna fight a dresser.
How about a real rumor, guys? Come on.
Yeah, come on, guys. You're gonna make me fucking anime. You're gonna make me fucking. Just go to the IKEA and just set it on fire. Save yourself a lot of trouble.
Oh, shit. Did I give you notes regarding the
What?
recent part I gave you?
For what specifically?
The last video. Because I think there's a rumor monster I gotta fight. I'm not sure if I told you about it though.
If it's what you're thinking, if it's, we'll discuss that after this part's
All
over.
right.
But I think I know what you're talking about. And if the answer is yes, I did leave it in.
All right.
But we'll see what we're talking about. What are we talking about? You have to say too.
Yeah.
To Persona 3.
Rumor has it we got something special lined up for you later. In the
Okay.
meanwhile, here's the poster everybody's talking about. And there's a third silhouette there, but there's the other two girls, Shiba and Miho. Those are Lisa's friends. And apparently, Lisa doesn't like being called an idol, so when Ikichi says, better not call her an idol, Ikichi gets threatened with violence. Yeah, Tadashi's kind of creepy. But he's actually just like being crazy about meeting a celebrity, really.
Everybody geeks out when they find someone they admire.
And his wife is going to go beat the fuck out of him.
How do you like someone?
To the point of being a creep wholeheartedly.
God damn.
I don't know. You could actually end up debuting for real. Okay, what's wrong with that?
They're really going at it in the back there.
They're not going at it. She's going at it. He's just getting the shit kicked out of him for it. Actually, truth be told, I'm dawdling on the script bit here so I can let him get his ass beat.
Yeah. You think we should stop them? No.
Rumor has it they're going to go at it for another 2 hours.
Oh, fuck.
Too bad they didn't think to give himself a portrait for that
Dude, he
one.
should have at least a really big fucking black eye.
Christ.
So I guess we need to attend that video shoot.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Yumazaki. Or rather, the Mu... I hate the name of it. It's the Mu Casino.
Moo?
MU.
MU. As in the squirrel?
Yeah, for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
He also has an option available to him where you can actually spread a rumor that his selection is good, but you can't sell much for it. I don't give two shits personally. So right then and there, I just spread the I also spread the rumors for good armor. I'll never spread the cheap shit. And the dresser hag. Yikes. Alright, so out we go. And now we gotta find our way over there. Or is that gonna be something done in the next part?
I don't know. Why don't we wait until
Next part.
next part?
Rumor has it there'll be another part dictating that.
Yeah. Well,
Stay tuned, and maybe it'll be real.